Hi, this is in response to the OAR and GRASP video about having an autism spectrum disorder for post-secondary education. What I'd like to say is that classroom adaptations, you're not always able to find a space in the classroom that suits us well. Your best bets are adjacent to a natural light source. Windows are optimal. Um, and you know, you really want to see if you can find where the air inflow into the room is as opposed to the air outflow, because we can be extremely distracted by scent, and putting us where the air is moving into the room means that there's a draft from us to others rather than a draft from them to us. So even if it's by an open door that air is flowing in, that can make a big difference. The other thing is that um, you recommended libraries as a place to go and get some respite from the chaos on campus. And yes, while libraries can be great, but a lot of libraries are trying to save funds by reducing their air circulation on the assumption that nobody's being very active in a library. And those of us in the autistic spectrum are much more sensitive to poor air quality, and will start showing impacts of poor air quality in terms of cognitive function, loss of short-term memory, lots of things. So library is not necessarily the best place to hang out, especially if a university or college is looking at energy-saving measures that involve restricting airflow. Now that is different if you've got that library that's got like a living wall or something in it that is refreshing the air and adding lots of oxygen and so on. What I found actually most helpful when I was on campus was the biology. The biology department had a greenhouse, and they had a bunch of experimental projects going on there, and most of them didn't involve chemicals, which would have been a really bad thing for me. And what I found was that if I asked, I could just go sit in a corner and work on my assignments and get a really good break from the chaos on campus. So I'd really like to recommend that if you're looking for a good place, see if there's a greenhouse or a plant-filled rotunda. Thanks.